What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Big Baby. What's poppin', everybody? It's Big Baby Jonathan in the building. What's poppin'? Welcome to the latest edition of the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast. Got my boy JT, man. JT's been a long time for you coming in the show, man. How's it going, man?
It's been a long minute, bro. It's been good. You know, coronavirus is hitting. Yeah. Everything's changing up. Yep. Basketball's back. You know, all that. We good.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, man. Today's show, we're going to talk about the Lakers. What do they need to do to improve leading into the playoffs? Potentially, Rajon Rondo is going to be playing in the playoffs, beginning of probably the first round, second round. But first, let's dive into some Laker talk. So give us your thoughts about the Lakers overall, man, during this bubble.
Man, Lakers overall. I mean, hey, we got the first seed in the West locked down. That was our mission, I believe, and we reached our mission and everything like that. In the bubble right now, you know, I still think we're trying to get chemistry going on with Dion Waiters and J.R. Smith. Still trying to add them in the mix. You know, like we lost Avery Bradley, so we're trying to fill that spot and everything like that. But I think we're doing okay. Can we do a lot better as a team? Yes. We're just missing wide open shots, wide open threes. Everybody's talking about it, but hey, we here, we made it. We gotta finish strong though. We gotta finish strong, Laker Nation. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep fighting. We gotta keep grinding. You know, we gotta start knocking down our shots. And yeah, we need everybody to start stepping up. It's playoff time, baby. Playoff time. Everybody gotta start stepping up.
Yeah, shout out to Manny, man, one of my biggest supporters on the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast. What up, Manny?
What's up, Manny?
What up? Oh, we got Kevin. What up, Kevin? Yeah, man. For me, man, overall, I agree with you 100%. Oh, look at this guy. Clipper Darryl, get off my live, man. Get off my live. Hey, y'all lost to the Nets. Aha. Oh, Clipper fans, I can hear you. Y'all lost to one of the worst teams in the bubble. Ha. But if we lost, it's a big deal. Oh, yeah, your boy, Nick.
Hey.
Let's go. Oh, God.
We more deadly. Jared Dudley.
Yeah, Jared Dudley. Hey, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Jared Dudley needs to step up and hit his threes, Nick.
Yeah. For the Lakers overall, they need to work on defense. They need to stop giving up so many threes. We got LeBron, AD, and Clipper Darryl. It's not over, and it will never be over. So
now we just getting started. Clipper Darryl.
Yeah, we're getting started, Clipper Darryl. But man, y'all lost to the Nets, one of the worst teams in the bubble. Ha. How about that? But overall, man. Like I said, like you said, 3-pointers, defense. But I feel like Lakers need to start off better because there's a lot of times we get down like 11-2, and then we try to make our way back, try to fight against Toronto, against the team that you think that could challenge Milwaukee. We'll get into that a little bit later during the show. We just start off slow. Anthony Davis struggles too, man. 3 for 14 last night against Indiana. I don't like the way Anthony Davis is playing. So how do you feel? Like, what do you think Anthony Davis needs to do to improve on his game? Because he was 3 for 14 last night. Terrible performance last night. Unacceptable.
I think everybody's going to have an off day. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's great. You got to look at what he's done and what he's capable of doing. Yeah. Let's just say he was gas. Yeah. LeBron has an off day. Kawhi has an off day. Everybody has an off day. Like, look at Damian Lillard. Just missed those two free throws. Yeah. That could have, a spot. Everybody has an off day. You keep grinding. You keep playing. You keep going at it. You don't give up. That's why you gotta love the NBA. It's always grit.
Yeah, 100%, man. But sometimes Anthony Davis gets thrown off by the double team. He gets thrown off his game. I don't like that. Maybe he needs to do a better job starting the game off because he relies on 3-pointer too much. I want him to stop doing that, getting the ball in the post, go to work. And when he's right against the Clippers, against the San Diego Clippers, he was dominating Zubac. He was dominating JaMychal Green. He was dominating all these players. But, I feel like AD needs to dominate because he is the reason why we lost last night. He was the main reason he didn't perform at the highest level. He's another superstar on the team. You got to perform it. LeBron took over 31 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. He was dominating. We just didn't get done. And what I'm worried about is you're playing lackadaisical defense. In order to win a championship, you got to be focused for 48 minutes. And if you continue to do this, it's going to be long playoffs. But I trust my Lakers. They'll get it to going, man. So, overall, are you worried, panicked, or just it's regular season's almost over? They don't care until playoffs.
I'm not worried. I'm not panicked, and everything you said is not valid. Basketball is basketball, period. I feel like we need to get ready for the playoffs. And as far as those last 3 games that we played, even the game against the Clippers that we won, I don't think that was our full potential. At the same time, we're not playing with Avery Bradley. Rondo's out. So it's like it's pieces that we have to fill to meet those needs.
Mm-hmm. Are you worried about if Portland gets in?
Man, so I did text you about this before.
Yeah.
And I'm just worried because nobody's stopping Damian Lillard besides Damian Lillard, bro.
Okay.
Point guards, like strictly point guards, LeBron's kind of our facilitator on offense, but like he's too quick. He's too quick, and to do it, play defense and then go back like that. That's why you're gonna see somebody else on Damian Lillard. That's why you're gonna see KCP. You're gonna see Danny Green probably on Damian Lillard, stuff like that. Alex Caruso Damian Lillard's too quick for him. Quentin Cook too quick for Quentin Cook. By the way, Quentin Cook played great the last game that he played. Definitely stepped up, and I definitely think it's a lot of people who should get more playing time on the Lakers, especially in a bubble since we have the first place. We're playing like this now. It's like okay, let's see what everybody can do. Just like Tucker.
Yeah. Horton Tucker. He's talented. Love his game.
We see what he can do now. You feel me? Like we see what he can do. We see what he's kind of capable of. So you can kind of see like the growth and like how we can use them in the playoffs. So like we need to continue to just try to develop these players even in the playoffs. Like everybody's kind of new. With Deion Waiters and J.R. Smith, everybody's trying to incorporate and just play as a team. And it's just new. It's kind of late in the season, but it's like, hey, we're here. This is the NBA. We gotta grind, bro. We gotta grind. We want this championship. We gotta give it our all. Period.
You said KCP, Alex Caruso, and Danny Green would guard Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
I feel like LeBron has to take that upon himself to guard Damian Lillard. I feel like he needs to say, let me get him.
At certain times, I feel like he will.
Yeah.
But
not
not throughout the whole game, bro.
But that's
not throughout the whole game. And that's the difference between him and Kawhi.
Yeah, him and the person behind me. Kobe.
Kobe, yes.
Kobe would be like, if Kobe was on our team with AD, Kobe would be like, I got Damian.
You're gonna stick the best player.
Yep, stick the best player. There's sometimes what pisses me off about LeBron. My hating he'll be like against the Clippers. I saw in the regular season, he would be guarding Kawhi for a little bit, and then I see like LeBron switch and then go to somebody else, and somebody else to guard Kawhi. But LeBron, if you're watching this, but you're probably not, you need to guard Damian Lillard in the playoffs all day, every day, man. Overall, man, I'm excited. The last 6 years, Lakers haven't been in the playoffs, and Lakers want to play like this, playing disinterested. I know we have the number one seed, we're not nothing to play for, but still, you gotta gear up. And like I said, Rondo might be coming back in the first round of the playoffs. That's what Chris Haynes said yesterday on TNT. I feel like that would be a good part for him to come back.
You know how he is in the playoffs, at least. And he's always better in the playoffs for some reason, so we need playoff Rondo. We need everybody to grind, dig down, and play. And play like people.
Okay, your boy is... look what your boy said.
Dudley will stop Dame. I think the Lakers surprise people in the playoffs. I believe they are making teams think they're going to be a walk in the park.
Would you have something to say to that?
Jared Dudley does not need to play, bro.
Yeah.
Jared Dudley is going to play the minutes that he's rewarded. Yeah.
Yeah, overall, man.
Defense,
But hey, he may come in and shoot a couple threes. Maybe take a flagrant foul.
Those. If you're wide open, knock it down. We need those.
Yeah, maybe take a flagrant foul and keep pushing. But we got some questions here from Lakers all day. Dope. Hold on. Can you put that in the comments again? He can't guard Dame. It would take too many energy for LeBron to both. Hey,
see, that's what I'm saying. Danny Thompson. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, but Danny Thompson.
That's what I'm saying. That's true.
Him right here, Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. to the greatest Laker of all time, greatest player of all time, would use all of his energy and guard Damian Lillard and shut him down. LeBron needs to take upon himself on that challenge. I need to guard Damian. Get out of my way. I can do it. Get out of my way. You see what he did against Milwaukee, against the Clippers. He's capable of doing that. He needs to have that mindset from game one. I need to take Dame. I got this. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens, man.
At the same time, like not making any excuses.
Yeah.
LeBron is older.
True.
That's why we're having these young players trying to see what they can do on defense.
Yeah.
At certain times when he's hot, LeBron needs to be on him.
Yeah.
Double team him. Something. Like Damian Lillard, he gets anywhere on the paint. But it's another team that we gotta watch out for, bro. Because you know how the A spot is looking between Memphis, which by the way lost today. I think they're probably up a half a game now.
Yeah.
Because the Blazers won today.
Yeah, Blazers won.
So I think there might be
51-7 for Dame. It's
he went off,
and it raised. I feel like this Portland team, they're not. Charles Barkley picked them to go to the NBA Finals. Do you think they're a chance for contending team?
Honestly, because like I don't know how it's gonna be because I think it's a play-in tournament with like the last four teams or something that like they can have a tournament to play to see who's gonna be in the eighth seed or something like they was talking about.
Yeah.
But who's hot right now in the bubble? Who came out of kind of out of
Uh,
nowhere? Is the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns has not lost a
yep.
game. I think they're like a game and a half behind the eighth spot. It's gonna be tough. It's
Yeah.
gonna be tough. But
Yeah.
hey, whoever it is, Lakers we gonna be prepared for them.
Yeah.
We going all the way to the finals, baby, and we winning this
Yep.
chip.
Most
We winning
definitely.
this chip, baby. We got to.
Yeah. Shout out to my girlfriend for watching live. Salute to you, Vanessa, for watching. You already know he will be missed. And Danny Thompson talk about Kobe does. Kobe don't do what LeBron does. He's not a playmaker. Yeah, I know, but sometimes. Okay. Daniel Artest, you want to get on? All right, I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send you a link right now. Hold up, bro. I'm gonna send you on Messenger. Hold up. I'm gonna get you on right now, Daniel. I'm gonna send it to your inbox on Facebook. Hold on. All right, let's get it. We're gonna bring on Daniel Artest. What's going on? We're gonna bring Daniel Artest in here, man. And let me see. Okay. Well, what's a good question? Sure.
Question for both y'all. Playoffs start tomorrow, and Lakers start in 5. Lakers start in 5 in your opinion.
I'm gonna go first. Dwight Howard, AD, LeBron, Danny Green, and Caruso.
Caruso.
What about you?
I really want to see Kuzma start. I really want to see what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's probably not gonna start. But I do want to see what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
But he is that player who makes up our points off the bench. So I think we need him on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
But starting, I still think it's gonna be Caruso. I think it's gonna be unless we have Rondo back.
Yeah, Rondo. Yeah.
But okay, so we don't have Rondo right now. So
No.
it's gonna be Caruso. It's gonna be Danny Green.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be LeBron. It's gonna be Dwight Howard, and it's gonna be AD.
Okay, we got Daniel Artest in on. What up, man?
What up, man? How you doing, man? What's going on, man?
Not much, man. It's my friend JT. JT is Daniel
Hey.
Artest.
How's it
JT,
going?
what's good, brother? How
How's it
you
going?
doing, man?
And shout out to Daniel Artest.
Oh,
You know,
sure. Yeah,
you
man.
already know the vibes.
Man.
Go to Teespring.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah. So
Yo, let me. Here we go.
go
We
ahead.
just
Hey,
talked about
go
this
ahead.
last time.
Go ahead. What you got with the Lakers? What
Like,
what you
why
want to talk
are
about?
everybody so up in arms and like so like scared and stuff? Like, it's. Listen, man, this is basketball, man. You know what I'm saying? We all have good and bad games.
Mm-hmm.
We all have good and bad moments in basketball. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
it's just always about like just persevering through the storm, man. You
Uh-huh.
gotta understand, like I look at it like this. I always use personal experience when I talk basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so last year I just moved down here to South Carolina, right?
Uh-huh.
The Hurricane Dorian hit, right?
Mm.
So we in a hurricane, 149-mile-an-hour wind for 30 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. But at the end of all of that, you want to know what happened?
Mm-hmm.
It was sunny. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the storm, the sun is shining. So I don't know why everybody's just tripping about LA. You know what are they 2-5 in the bubble right now?
2-4.
Like that? 2-4 or whatever. Like that, it happens, man. Listen, I think they'll be ready by the time the real, postseason start.
Mm-hmm.
This is different. I do, however, feel like that the lack of home court advantage does hurt because anything can happen now. But at the same time, I don't feel that like Dame Lillard is just enough to just knock the Lakers out. Like they like, oh, Dame, all right, yeah, he had 11 threes the other day. What he had 51 today. So what? This is only one man.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. When I be seeing fans going crazy, I'm just like, oh my god, an overreaction is crazy, man. Like, and I said this to you last week, and I'll be like, the Lakers is a class organization, right? Y'all both agree with that, right?
Yeah. 100%.
So the fans, y'all win championships. Just go with the flow, man. This shit is easy. Yeah, I feel like y'all got this. Yeah, you're gonna probably hit some bumps in the road, but it's nothing to be like, having to be worried about. Like, damn, it's just, once they adjust to this bubble situation, I feel like it's gonna be a wrap, man. That's how I feel. You coming from a Spurs fan, by the way. This is coming from a Spurs fan.
Oh, Spurs fan. Hey, but let us get DeMar DeRozan.
Huh?
Let us get DeMar DeRozan.
Why you want DeMar DeRozan for?
Love his game. He's love his game. I would take him on Lakers.
No.
come
He's
off the
basically
bench.
a power forward in a small forward's body in this era. He can't shoot threes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what does he? What is now? He's a good player,
Yeah.
but what does he? What he's going to do when LeBron? Look, LeBron got to, he got to need LeBron these shooters, man. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, where does he fit in your opinion?
DeRozan off the bench.
No, DeRozan, you can't. He's not coming off the bench. There's no way he's coming off the bench.
Unless
You know
Frank
what I'm
Vogel, unless Frank Vogel talks to him and he agrees with it. But
saying?
real quick, Laker talk with Gerald. Do you have a Facebook? If you do, send me a friend request and I'll send you the link. Or if you have a IG, send me a friend request and I'll send you the link and we can get you on the show. But yeah, man. Overall, for not just the Lakers, but overall, who do you think is benefit from the bubble out of what team? Is like.
Oh, really? That's a good question. A lot of people, De'Aaron Fox,
Mm-hmm.
T.J. Warren.
Mm-hmm.
You could say even Dame Lillard has benefited a lot too as well. To a bunch. Who else? Who else benefited? Oh man, that's a good question. But right now, for me,
Mm-hmm.
De'Aaron Fox and T.J. Warren, or even look. Oh snap! Phoenix, the only undefeated team in the bubble right now, and they got 3 games left. Right? Pelicans is out. I think they could beat the Pelicans. I think they got the Clippers or whatever. The Clippers probably going to take it light because they already got this spot or whatever. The Phoenix Suns could possibly go 8-0 and make this playoffs or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, Phoenix Suns as a whole definitely benefited well from the bubble.
Yeah. What about you, man? Who benefited from you? Like what player or team?
From the bubble.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta say, the Pacers and the Raptors.
Oh, yeah.
They're hot. They're
Yeah.
on a streak.
Hey,
Pacers
talk
and
your
Raptors.
mess about people. Who would you pick about the Raptors last year?
Man, last year, like I was not counting out the Raptors, bro. Even they had KD, or they didn't have KD. I was not counting out the Raptors. I thought they were a pretty good, solid team. Yes, Curry and Thompson can go off whenever, but like defensive wise and just like built as a team, you can not count them out. And everybody's counting out like Pascal last year and everything like that. And you can see what he's doing this year without Kawhi, like without like a true star on their team. They're still like a team, just like how the Spurs used to be. They are team oriented, defensive oriented. They're nasty.
You know what else like about the Raptors that's dope? They was actually together in Florida before the bubble started. They was together already for like a couple of weeks or whatever, maybe a month before everything started. They was all in Florida training together. That's why they have such good synergy.
Yeah. So like chemistry does matter. Everybody's talking about like Lakers were good. Lakers have great chemistry, but I feel like something's not right. They're not like clicking, man. It's pissing me off.
Yeah. I think it's because of they don't have that crowd. They don't have the Laker faithful inside of Staples Center rooting them on, getting that extra boost of adrenaline. Some players got to go dig within themselves to get that adrenaline. You know what I'm saying? That second gear. You know what I mean? Some players can do that, some players can't. So that's what it is pretty much. I spoke to another reporter in the bubble. So what we see in the bubble, we see on TV, we hear the sounds. It's actually really quiet in there. It's actually hush in there. So all you just hear is the basketball. You don't hear the virtual fans. You don't hear the crowd from the crowd noise. The crowd noise is us. It's not in there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of different too.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm gonna get a Laker talk with Gerald on too. You can come in. I'm about to send him the invite. Let me see here. Yeah, but yeah, man. Overall, man. Let me ask you this: if Lakers don't get it done, whose fault is it gonna be?
I don't think it's nobody's fault. Because you gotta understand, they had 4 months off. You know what I mean? Some people bodies, was able to get back in shape, get back in basketball condition, and some wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in the same boat. So the Lakers don't get it done. I don't think it's nobody's fault. I just think that they wasted an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think anybody will be at fault. That's just my opinion. But we also got to see if they do it or not, and then we'll see who is the blame for this game. I mean, for this potential situation if it happens or not.
Shout out to my brother Michael. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Hey,
Appreciate you,
up, Michael?
Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the love, brother. Yeah, man. For me, I just feel like if we don't get it done, it's gonna fall heavily, in my opinion, LeBron. In my opinion.
So
in my heart, let me tell you why. I just feel like he's the best player in the league, in my opinion. Best player in the league. He needs to get it done. He's arguably one of the best players of all time, one of the best. But what about the greatest Laker of all time? But we'll get into that in a little bit.
You know who the greatest?
No,
Laker
we'll
of
get
all
into
time
we'll get into that. So
I know who the greatest Laker. I know who the greatest Laker of all time, but it's not who y'all think it is.
who your brother Ron Artest?
No, man, please.
Who is the greatest Laker of all time?
Magic is. Magic is.
Yeah,
Meta
yeah.
World Peace.
But yeah, but speaking of Magic,
Hey,
man,
Meta World Peace higher than LeBron right now. I'll tell you that much. Let's get.
he's what?
I said Meta's higher than LeBron right now. I'll tell you that much.
No, yeah, I feel it. And
Win one.
speaking of that, man, everybody's talking about. I was actually gonna bring this up to him, but I'm bringing it up to you. Where does your brother's shot when Kobe passed him the ball? Where does that rank in the greatest shots of all time for the Lakers?
I think that was like that was a game 7. That was like basically a shot to put him up by 6.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a game-winning shot. It was it clinched the series and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it was I put it up. It gotta be. What we got? What we got in the finals? Magic. The only one we got the Magic Baby Skyhook in the finals. That was pretty much the only really big shot, right? The Magic Johnson shot.
But what about like Robert Ory's against the Kings and Derek Fisher's 0.4?
That's not a final shot. That's not a final. The finals matter. Robert Horry hit that shot in the against Sacramento, so that was the conference finals or whatever. That wasn't a finals, so that shot don't count. It's up there though. It's up there. I don't know what number.
Laker Talk with Gerald. I sent you the invite, so my boy Laker Talk with Gerald's gonna come on. But yeah, my brother asked this question. Let me see here. Where is it? What you think?
Man, that's a good question right there, man. You know what I mean?
Shout out to my brother for that question.
Doncic is so nice, man. Like Doncic is 21. Kawhi wasn't this good at 21. You know what I'm saying? Man. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, man, okay? Luka should have been a top 3 MVP considerations and finalist. That's all I will say.
What about you? Who's better, Kawhi or Doncic?
So Kawhi is in his prime right now, so I'm going with Kawhi. But Doncic is scary because I still don't even think Doncic is even in his prime. I think he's still like testing the waters in the NBA. It's scary. That's what I think. But Kawhi is definitely better because he's in his prime.
Yeah, I would take Kawhi, but Luka Doncic is like
he's not even in his prime yet.
Yeah, he's playing at the highest level, but the Clippers and them are gonna play in the first round. I feel like. Do you think it's going to be a sweep, or do you think Dallas could at least win 1 or 2 games?
Man.
It just depends on which Paul George is going to show up.
If Paul George shows up like he did against Utah a couple years ago, then it's over.
Yeah, it depends which Paul George is going to show up. Like you don't know which one he's going to show up. Like he'll do good for 3.5 quarters, and then like he'll just fade away like when it matters and stuff like that, and then put it all on Kawhi and stuff. Like. I don't know, man. Like I said, think about it. Like I just said earlier, there's no home court advantage. Anything can happen in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like anything can happen in here. So like you just really don't know. If the teams are stacked pretty even, it could go either way. But
these for Miami.
They all can be tough in different ways. Miami had already showed the blueprint on how to stop Giannis.
Yeah.
They did it twice this season. The game in the bubble, I don't know what happened. They was up 23, then Miami came back, and Giannis was 13 for 13 inside the 3-point line against Miami's defense. But Miami plays them toughest. Toronto has the better all around team. I wanted to say Miami, but Jimmy Butler, he's not back yet. So I don't think he hasn't even played a game in the bubble. So we don't know what type of condition he's in. I would just say Toronto because they got the better team. They're the defending champs. And it's actually up to them to dethrone. It's up to Milwaukee to dethrone Toronto, not the other way around. You know what I'm saying? So Milwaukee got to go get that from them.
Well, for me, I feel like Toronto, Indiana, and I just feel like T.J. Warren's playing at the highest level, and tomorrow Miami versus Indiana, Jimmy Butler versus T.J. Warren. Last time they played, they were getting ready to throw it down. we'll see what Jimmy Butler is made of tomorrow. And Bam Adebayo, I like his game. Kendrick Nunn's talented. I mean, I just feel like Milwaukee has to overcome when Kumpo gets double teamed, because he got double teamed last year, shrunk up. So we're gonna see if see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But JT, what is your thoughts?
Which, if you've seen for the past couple games at least, he has that spin move down where he gets by two defenders easily. Like, if you're not in front of him after he does a spin move, you're not stopping him.
Okay, we got somebody else coming in here. Laker Talk with Gerald. What's going on? Laker Talk with Gerald. What's going on?
Hey,
Gerald,
what's going on?
how
How
you
you
doing,
doing,
man?
Big Baby? How you doing, man? Hey,
I'm
thank
doing
you.
good, man.
Yeah, thank you for letting me on, man. Appreciate you doing your thing. I just had to get on here, man. I had to get on here and talk some Lakers with you, man. First time I'm getting on live, but a couple things resonated with me tonight, man. Y'all was talking about the Lakers and about, when the playoffs start. Look, man, this bubble is a whole different situation. And I think when everybody comes in this bubble and we start these playoffs, let's say we play Memphis, let's say we play Portland. It doesn't matter who we play. I think once we get in there, LeBron's going to lock in. AD is going to lock in. We got to play, and we can't change our starting five. That's what I always seen from, like, years past in other Lakers teams. You got to get, like, familiar. We've been playing the same roster, the same starting five, the same, the full year. I think we need to just stick with what we got. LeBron's tuning it up. You saw it in that last game. LeBron is getting there. AD is going to get there. I think when it starts, a 7-game series is different than the regular season. You got one team you can focus on and game plan against. LeBron can, because it's going to be a 9-man roster, 10-man roster. LeBron's going to play most of the game. We're going to be fine. I just wanted to say all that. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
What's your thoughts, Daniel? Daniel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. I'm just
Okay.
getting my thoughts together. I just think that the Lakers are fine, man. I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I agree with Gerald. Gerald is definitely correct. The Lakers are a veteran team. Like, they got players that have been there before. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I just think that the fans and everybody just need to just calm down for a second. It's going to be all good. It's going to work out at the end. I feel like they're going to get there. I just feel like they just need these games to tune up, get in better condition, and then I feel like they're going to turn up.
Yeah, appreciate you, Daniel, for the views right now. I appreciate you, bro.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Sam.
yeah, appreciate you guys. But for me, LeBron's gonna turn up. We're gonna get the championship. My brother had an interesting question for everybody in the stream. If you could bring back one '90s player back to play in today's NBA, who would you want to see? Not MJ. I'm gonna give the floor is yours, Gerald. Who would you pick?
In the 90s?
Yeah, to bring back.
Damn. The next player comes up is Magic, man.
Ooh,
I mean, that's the first thing that came to my mind. I can't.
that's a good question, brother.
Magic was nice. I mean, I'm 45, so I saw Magic play. I started watching back right about 87, 88, and I was about 12 years old. And I watched the Lakers win back-to-back championships with Magic, Byron Scott, AC Green, James Worthy, all that. I'm just saying, man, it was nice. Showtime was beautiful. So I would love to, if he can come back, I would watch that.
What about you, JT? Or Daniel Artest? What you
I
think?
would
What
like
player?
I would like to see a healthy Grant Hill, man.
Grant Hill was.
Yeah, I would love to see a healthy Grant Hill. If he could do it all over again. Remember, everybody, they think Grant Hill is just NBA inside stuff, whatever, but they don't know, like, this guy was the next. When Michael Jordan retired, he had the mantle, and then he got hurt. And he was putting up those 25, 25, 7 and 7 games too. For part of the year. Yeah, he was good.
My brother says Reggie Miller or Shaq from the 90s.
I was gonna say Shaq.
Yeah.
The Diesel.
You know what? I wish
back.
that this is how I feel about Shaq. If Shaq just stayed in shape his entire career, like how he came in on Orlando, not the Lakers, because he was in and out of shape with the Lakers. But if he came in, just stayed in shape, disciplined, like he was with Orlando, he'd be the greatest player ever to do it, like hands down.
Yeah, and Kobe said that.
Yeah.
Most definitely, he said that.
If he had Kobe's the dedication and determination to the game. Like, come on, man. And that's why this is what I say on my podcast is Gerald, JT, Jonathan. That's why I say I love basketball so much, because you cannot master it. Like, you cannot dominate the game. The only team that really dominated was Boston because they just had 10 Hall of Famers on the same team. But there's always something like there's chemistry issues. There's with chemistry issues, there's emotional stuff, whatever like that, chemistry, injuries, infighting, self-doubt. People get money, then they get lazy and stuff like that. And you cannot master the game. People get mentally tired, like Michael Jordan got mentally tired twice. So he couldn't, like Michael Jordan stopped his own run, because of that's just the game, man. You can't master it at all. It's beautiful. I actually like it. Like there's no one player that just be like, all right, I'm gonna have this run. Somebody always has a flaw in their game.
Exactly.
Like LeBron, for instance. Like look as every other LeBron do. LeBron is 3-6 in the finals. Yeah. I don't think that having a 3-6 record in the finals is a bad thing because LeBron for 17 years he went to the NBA finals 9 times. So either he was first or second 9 times. So but there's always some flaw. Like he don't have like the takeover, the takeover clutch gene or whatever. I don't know what they be talking about these days about the clutch gene.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Go ahead. James' final record, right? 3-6. And I hate that everybody uses that to put him down. Because look, let's talk about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, I can't say nothing bad about Michael Jordan. I watched him in his prime back in the day when he was playing the Lakers. I used to hate him when he played the Lakers because every time he played the Lakers, he would torch us. He would do all this crazy shit. I'm like, man, fuck, excuse me.
Go ahead. You can curse.
I'd be like, fuck Jordan, And then, but of course, I would have loved him to be on the Lakers. I would have changed my tune if he would have, switched teams, came to the Lakers, and I didn't deny he was a great player. And he was all that, everything everybody says he was. But people don't remember that Jordan lost. He didn't make the playoffs like his first 6 years or so many years. He got put out of the playoffs before the finals at least 6 years or so many seasons. No one brings that up. Everybody just talks about when he made the finals. But when he made the finals, he already had a made team. He already had Scottie Pippen because he didn't win before he got Scottie Pippen. He never made the playoffs before Scottie Pippen arrived. Jordan got there at least a couple years before Pippen. He didn't make the playoffs, but they don't talk about that. LeBron made the playoffs as a 22-year-old. He made the finals as a 22-year-old. And with nobody on his team, go back and look at the team he had. There were no super all-stars, no second-tier guys. They count that against them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, we got to kind of look back and look at the context and say, like, what, you're judging him on making it to the finals. You judging him because he made it that many times, but he played Golden State.
Yeah. So LeBron went to the finals 9 times. I think 7 of them he was actually the underdog. He was actually the underdog in the finals when Miami was playing Oklahoma City in the finals. They was the underdog. Obviously Golden State, they was the underdogs too. So that's 3 finals. That's already 4 finals already. He was the underdogs in.
And remember that year he lost to Dallas? And Dallas was on fire that year, man. They tore us up.
Yeah, Dirk was on another level that year.
And Terry, what is his name?
Jason Terry, Deshaun Stevenson, Sean Marion, all them boys over there in Dallas. They did their
3
thing.
3 losses in the postseason. 3. Yeah. That's it.
But I think what about you guys? Do you think a finals record should matter on your legacy?
I don't. Personally, I think it should be their performance. You should look at their performance, and going. I don't think it should matter as much because if they underperform, judge them for it. I believe that one against Dallas. I think LeBron didn't play his best series, probably his worst of all his finals. You could probably judge him on it.
Okay,
but
that's funny.
Remember when he lost to Golden State? He led the whole series in points, rebounds, steals, blocks. 40, I think almost 40 points a game, almost a triple-double. And Iguodala, I think, got the finals MVP because you held LeBron, you tamed him, you know what I mean? So
shout out to Dre.
35, and he say they contained him, but he averaged.
Shout out to Dre for coming in, and my boy Nicholas asked the question. All-time Lakers starting 5. We'll start with JT. JT, what you think?
I'm going with yes. This point guard right here deserves to be in here. Derek Fisher.
Of course.
Derek Fisher is probably one of the clutchest point guards I've ever seen on the Lakers. Derek Fisher. I'm gonna probably go with Kobe Bryant, shooting guard. LeBron James, small forward. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, power forward, and between Shaq and Wilt for center. That's a hard pick.
Magic,
Probably,
no
I'm gonna go with the Diesel. I didn't grow up watching Wilt Chamberlain. I grew up watching Shaq, so I'm gonna go with the Diesel. I'm gonna go with Shaq. That's my starting five.
Did you say Derek Fisher?
Derek Fisher, Kobe Bryant, LeBron, Wilt Chamberlain, and Shaq.
I want to run something back real quick because you brought up a good point when y'all was saying, should the rings matter?
Mm-hmm.
And a Laker fan asking the question like that, should the rings matter? Listen, man, it was just, that's why I was smiling.
Yeah, I said that because I knew it was going to call. I said that for a reason, Daniel.
I know. Y'all would literally throw the rings when it was the LeBron Kobe debate. 5 rings.
Mm-hmm.
Then Gerald gonna be like, this should be on the performance. As long as Gerald never threw that in nobody's face, then that's his answer. I respect it.
Derek Fisher.
As far as the Lakers starting 5, I have to go with Magic. I would have to go with Magic, man. Derek Fisher, yeah, he's amazing, 5 rings, but you got to go with Magic. Magic's the second greatest player of all time in my book. Shooting guard.
It's all good.
I'm tripping.
Right.
It's all good.
Kobe shooting guard, obviously.
Yeah.
Kobe shooting guard, obviously. Small forward, I'm gonna go with Big Game James, man.
Ooh.
I wanted to put Elgin Baylor there too. You know what I'm saying? But that's tough. Power forward though.
Yeah, what about Pau Gasol?
Yeah, man, you got to go with Pau Gasol at the 4. And it was like I wanted to put James at the 4 and Elgin Baylor at the 3, but Elgin Baylor ain't got the rings. You know what I'm saying? And that's not his fault. It's Boston. So you got to go with Pau at the 4, and then at the 5. You know what? I'm gonna even take out Pau. Forget that. I'm putting AC Green in there, man. Bump that. I'm sorry, yo. To AC Green.
But for me, it's
I'm gonna give AC Green some love, and then at the 5, the 5 you got to go with Kareem, yo.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to go with Kareem at the 5 because Kareem one of the goats, man. You know what I'm saying? What his oldest Finals MVP ever. He won Finals MVP at 38. All-time leading scorer, basketball history. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Now my brother made his 5 all-time of Lakers of all time. Y'all ready?
Smush Parker. Yo, y'all going to listen.
Chris Mim. That's a name.
That's the all meme team right there.
That's the greatest starting 5 of all time.
Let me get my rant on real quick.
Go ahead.
Y'all going to stop talking about Smush Parker. Listen, I'm from New York City. I played AAU basketball with Smush for 6 years. We go way back. This dude street ball name is called the Grim Reaper or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He used to take souls and stuff. You know what I mean? He made it to the NBA from street ball court. No college. Some scout seen him at a basketball game at the Cage called West 4th Street in Manhattan. And that's how he got discovered. So his climb to the NBA wasn't conventional. He got there, he made it, played for a couple of years, and then he got onto the Lakers. But he was like 11 points per game, 6 assists per game with the Lakers for those 2 years. So the question I have is this: what made everybody not like Smush Parker? Because like I say, he averaged 11 points and 6 assists. He was a starting point guard. What happened? Like, I don't know.
Him and Kobe had beef.
I think at the end of the day, like you're right, Daniel. Look, man, at the end of the day, us non-NBA making people talking about all these people. Look, everybody that made the NBA had a lot of talent. And, compared to us, they would ball us off the court. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we really can't talk stuff. It's just that one of them talking points. I think it really is, because Kobe had beef with him. Laker Nation rides with Kobe. So Kobe get on somebody, look, you almost got to get back in his good gracious to somehow get your name back. So I think that's what happened with Smush Parker. But
you know what I feel like? I think I know what happened too.
What's up?
Yeah.
I think this is what happened. I think Smush bust Kobe ass in practice and let him know about it. And that's when I think because Smush, how he is, knowing him personally, we go back. I'm 37. We go back. He's 38. So we go back for like 20, 25 years. We go way back. And he talks a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I feel like he probably dunked on Kobe in practice. He must have had a day against him and was just like this the
Yeah.
whole time.
Right.
And that's what he is. Like that's how he is. Like I had to like damn near take his leg out from under him when I played against him because he just talks so goddamn much. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's not a good.
It probably
So
is
I
a
think
fine
that's what
line with
happened.
Kobe though. You gotta challenge him, but it's probably a fine line between crossing that
Yeah.
line. Maybe,
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Yeah,
that's
we got my boy. Look at his starting 5 of all time. I think he's just trolling.
Nicholas Bolin.
hey,
I'm putting LeBron in the
Jared,
starting fives, please.
Hey,
LeBron
that's
in
them.
the
I said that. That's their quest for
all right,
starting 5
so
of.
my turn with the starting five.
Yeah, go ahead,
All
Gerald.
right,
he
so
tripping.
me,
He
look,
tripping.
I gotta, of course, center.
Dudley.
I gotta go with Shaq because, of course, I give Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kareem is props, but I grew up watching Lakers win, with Kobe and Shaq. Man, it was just beautiful. I remember them coming from 15 points back against Portland in that semifinals, man. Look, so Shaq is my man. Look, even though he didn't quite stay in shape as long, but remember, Finals MVP 3 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
3 championships. So Shaq is there. Kobe is the 2 guard.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I love LeBron, but if we're talking about the greatest Laker of all time, he hasn't. If you're saying the greatest player of all time, I'm picking LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're just talking Lakers,
It's Lakers. Let me see. I'll put
yeah.
the question back up for people in the stream, but I think it's Lakers all time starting 5.
Right.
Yeah, all
All
time.
time.
Yeah, all time starting 5.
And I
This
messed
year,
up.
maybe one more.
Yeah, it's all good. It happened.
But
Nah,
right
you gotta
now,
be besides
I'm putting
Fisher.
Worthy in there. I'm putting Magic. I'm putting Worthy. I'm putting Shaq. I'm putting Kobe. And what am I missing? Let's see.
You gotta put Magic in there, man. Magic,
Huh?
man. Magic gotta be in there.
Did I say Magic? Yeah, Magic's the point guard. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with that. Did I say Magic? Yeah, is that 5?
But for me, man, mine is Magic, Kobe, LeBron, not Wilt, Kareem, and then Shaq.
That's the starting 5. That's the best starting 5.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I mean?
yeah. We're just saying.
My bad on that. I forgot about
It's
Magic
all
Johnson.
good. It's all good.
It depends on how we're going with it. If we're going with
Yeah.
history and the best
That's a good
of all
question.
time.
Yeah, most definitely Kobe would get a statue before Powell's jersey.
They should honor nobody until that statue get up
Yeah,
there.
100%. I agree.
Yeah.
They should change Staples Center to Kobe Center.
No, they shouldn't do that.
The question is, what should Kobe's statue be?
Him, right here.
Should it be him?
One of these.
I can't see what that is, but
It's Kobe's. This is my new background setup.
is it him shooting a
Yeah,
jumper?
shooting the jumper.
Okay.
Shooting the jumper, and
Should it
or
be
it could,
Kobe, or is it the Kobe? The later years.
It's number 8 when it first came to the league. Him jumping with Shaq, him winning the finals, him MVP, him going crazy, him shooting free throws. I feel like it should be him jumping up on the scores table, holding up number 5.
hold up.
Oh, hey, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's
but
a good one.
but
I
that,
like when he's like this with the jersey.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when they asked Kobe about it, he earlier in this
It's
back then he asked him about would you prefer 24. He's like, doesn't matter, but I feel like they're gonna put the 8/24.
Yeah, I think they should.
Just
Probably
do two. I think they're gonna do him good because they retired 2 jerseys. It might be 2 statues.
But we'll see, man, with the whole pandemic thing, and then we'll see if we'll have fans. But real quick before we get up on that here, give me your guys' NBA Finals predictions and have to stick with it. So I'm gonna start with Daniel Artest. Daniel Artest, who's in your finals?
Gotta stick with it.
Yeah, stick with it. You know what, man? Out the West, I'm gonna say I'm gonna give the Lakers the benefit out the doubt and come out the West and then out the East, I'm gonna go with Toronto, man. Toronto just too they team, man. They got a team.
Pascal
They got a
Siakam,
team,
man.
Like it's not even about Siakam.
Yeah.
It's not even about Siakam because anybody can go off on any night, man. I can see it, man. But then like out of the Lakers in Toronto, it's crazy because you got LeBron and AD, 2 great players, but Toronto got the better team. But I'm gonna stick with my decision that I had all year and say that the Lakers will win it all.
For me, it's gonna be Lakers.
Lakers in 6.
Lakers versus Milwaukee. Lakers in 7.
I don't see that. I don't even see Milwaukee in 7 against them.
What about you, JT?
I'm gonna go back with what I had last year. I'm gonna go with the Raptors again. I feel like they
Mm.
can stop.
Okay, they can.
They have the best. They have the best squad to kind of stop Giannis. I say, and yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raptors and Lakers. I'm going Lakers in 6.
What about you, Gerald?
Good question. I got to ride with the Lakers, of course. So in the Western Conference, LeBron's gonna do what we need to do. AD and our team's gonna bring us through. On the East, man, I have to agree. You would think Milwaukee was
Celtics versus
fun,
Lakers.
but Toronto, my goodness,
Yeah.
man, they got a squad. They play together. I don't think so far Milwaukee hasn't proven anything. They didn't make it last year. Who knows? They play the same game. Toronto is we don't. I don't know, but I'm giving a slight edge. I'd rather see Milwaukee, but I'm giving a slight edge to Toronto. Lakers, of course. Lakers win that in 6 game.
Yep.
We
And
ain't
LeBron,
going
and LeBron gets
we ain't
MVP,
going
and he'll be 4-6 in the finals. Yeah, 4-6, and then
Hey, I got AD. I got AD getting MVP. Most valuable player
in the finals.
Yeah, I got him finishing finals MVP. I
way
got AD.
The way he's
finishing it.
looking right now,
I got AD
he's-
finishing over LeBron.
Well,
He better.
but you know
I
what
got
though?
LeBron probably.
Yeah,
winning
let's go ahead,
MVP.
Jared.
He has a point though.
Yeah.
If AD goes
You
off,
can hear
if
them.
AD, remember a lot of games where AD is getting fouled, hitting all these free throws. In the finals, it's gonna be like
Yes.
every minute counts. There are gonna be a lot of fouls in those games. It's gonna be chippy.
Hold on real quick. Can you guys hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay. He can't hear you guys, but he can. Just wanted to double check that.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking it's gonna be chippy. It's gonna be it's gonna be back and forth. And if the Lakers are to win it, LeBron's got to do his thing, but AD is gonna have to be hitting 12 free throws a game. He's gonna be going to the line a lot.
This is
He's gonna have to get
powerful.
shots, and it's gonna be close. I feel like it could be one of those where AD is gonna lead the series in scoring.
Mhm.
LeBron's gonna lead in assists. LeBron's gonna score pretty close
Mhm.
to AD, but AD's gonna lead just like the season. He's
Mhm.
gonna lead in blocks, probably rebounds, scoring, free throw percentage, all that kind of stuff. So it may come down to how whoever judges who's gonna get the MVP, but AD could very well likely get it. But LeBron's still gonna be playing at MVP title. So
I think that I think this too.
Mhm.
I do think Portland needs to put a scare in the Lakers though.
It'll help them
Just
get play better.
like what Oklahoma City did back in 2010.
Mhm.
They need to scare. They need to wake them up.
Yep, I
You
agree
know what I'm
100%.
I kind of hope that if Portland and Lakers do match up, I kind of hope that game Game 7, and I hope the Lakers is in trouble and they just pull it out though.
that
You know
would
what I'm
be
saying?
so
They need
scary.
that will wake them up.
Look, you're gonna make my blood pressure go up if that happens.
Man, I want to see Portland because I want to
3
see
minutes
good
left.
competition.
3 minutes left in Game 7. Lakers down 6. You know what I'm saying? And then Lakers just somehow pull it out and win.
Uh-huh.
They need that.
I would be the loudest person on this block if that happened. As soon as we win.
Where do you stay at, Gerald?
I actually live in Atlanta now, man.
Okay.
I'm born in San Diego, raised in California, but I was Navy and I ended up just moving to Atlanta just for, business opportunity, all that
What
kind
part of Atlanta you in?
What's that?
I used to live in the suburbs of Atlanta called Suwanee.
Oh, Swanee. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to live in Suwanee and stuff.
I
Yeah.
live in like Lindbergh, Buckhead area right now.
Okay. I'm from New York. I live in Charleston, South Carolina right now.
Oh, okay. Nice.
How come I don't see his comment? What does Profanity Nation say?
It's gonna be
Oh, that's why. Because
this series. This play.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited just for the playoffs to start, man.
Yeah, me too, man.
Look, I don't think where we've been playing so far, I don't think that's going to show. That's not really showing what we really are.
Yeah, I know, but Lakers haven't been in the playoffs the last 6 years, and they want to perform like this before the playoffs. That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
You know? I know it's 4 or 5 months off rust and stuff, but I know they play for the number 1 seed. They clinched it. They would have clinched it regardless. If they would have lost to the Clippers, if they would have lost to Utah, they still would have clinched it because
Like for
But
tonight, Clippers lost tonight. I mean, Milwaukee lost a couple games. Not all these teams are winning all these games, and yeah, I've been pissed off too. I'm watching the Lakers games. I'm getting pissed off. Like, what are we doing, man? We should be doing better. But then I start thinking about it. I'm like, man, let me look at the bigger picture. Why am I getting nervous about Portland? We got LeBron James, man. We got Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
We've been balling. Why am I getting nervous about this lesser than team?
Exactly.
If we really are talking about winning this championship, we should be able to go through anybody.
Yep.
Why are we worried about Portland? It's
You
going
know
to be hard.
what I think though? I think that because if the game is close, Portland can still. You know what I mean? They still got Melo, big shot maker. When Lillard send people home for a living. You know what I mean? And you know what? Low key, Portland got a lot of size too. They got Hassan Whiteside coming off the bench. He actually matured a lot. You know what I'm saying? Nurkic is healthy. Nurkic is looking great. So I can understand why. I just think that if the game is close, I understand why, but I still feel like nobody shouldn't be scared. Like, I think fans need to look in yourself and see what do you really think. Forget what the media think. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think?
I think that the Lakers can beat them in 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good answer too. Kevin Angeles said the Lakers don't want to show their hand. They could be doing that too.
Shout out to Kevin. Appreciate you tuning in, man.
Yeah, at the end of the day, all the other teams know the Lakers. They know LeBron. They know, for the most part, besides some little game planning this here and there and some of the new players. But it's just going to be LeBron. LeBron, the Lakers are just going to have to step up. We are. If we don't play our best, we're not going to beat them.
Yeah,
we're going to have to play our best every round. LeBron's going to have to come with it. AD's going to have to come with it. All our other guys, KCP, and I have faith in him. I'm just saying I have faith in him.
KCP, I had high hopes for him during the season, but he's been playing not so good.
Yeah, but it's only 5 games. Remember early in the season, playing like hot trash early in the season for a good 15 or so games, and then he just turned it up. Next thing you know, he was our best 3-point shooter. And then we were praising. We got to get back
to Detroit. To that Detroit KCP, man, when he was a really legit 3-point threat in Detroit. He used to throw the money sign up every time. He's got to get his confidence back, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just play.
Yeah, Danny Green got to get his confidence. All this whole team does when it comes to 3-point shooting, man.
And he still leads the Lakers in 3-point percentage right now to this day.
Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't worry about Danny Green though. I think Danny Green gonna be fine.
Yeah, but
Danny Green, he's a moment. He's like live for the moment type of shooter. He had big shots in the finals already. Remember at one point he broke the record for the most 3-pointers in the NBA finals anyway.
Yeah,
at one point it was broken again by Curry or whatever. But
remember you were talking about Alex Caruso not being experienced. It's showing right now.
Yeah, I've been saying this for the last year that Alex Caruso is not ready for the moment. You know what I'm saying? He's just I'm not going to really say what it is, but
I don't know, guys. Look, like you're right. Alex Caruso hasn't proven yet.
What up, more than a game? Thanks for tuning in, man.
He hasn't been perfect every game in the regular season either. So, I mean, I think when it comes, I just believe. I don't know. I'm getting this feeling, man. I'm telling you, I'm getting this feeling. When it starts, I think once it starts, and we can play against one team consistently, LeBron they can game plan, and I think if we get down one game and we lose the first game of the playoff series, okay. Then I might start panicking, but I feel like we gotta wait.
But if we lose the first game, if we lose the first game, everybody's gonna be, like, oh, it's over. But let me ask you this: if the Clippers lost the first game against Dallas, what do you think everybody around the NBA would say? Daniel Artest will start. What do you think people around the NBA would say if the Clippers lost game 1 against Dallas?
Nothing.
Well, they wouldn't say as much.
Laker fans just going to talk all the time.
But I know we'll talk. But if we lose, they're going to make it a big deal. They're going to say, "Is it LeBron's fault? The Lakers are over." So it's people need to start holding the Clippers accountable for what they've been doing. But the media's scared to do it.
They're always gonna crucify the Lakers. We're the most popular team in the NBA. Even though we don't have the most championships, we're the talking point. We're the one who gets the most clicks. Okay. We're the ones who they gotta keep talking about our name.
Takes a minute.
And that's why we're great, because they won't keep our name out their mouth. You know what I'm saying? And so they gotta talk about us. But if we lost the first game, all hell's breaking loose. the sky is falling. If the Clippers lose, it's they got this. They're not really going to make a big deal. But
you know what though? Somebody brought up Kuzma has to be a legit third option. That's a good point. Kuzma, I just want Kuzma to play his role, man. Like he still hasn't fit in with the Lakers yet. You know what I'm saying? I think that he's the biggest X factor. This guy can score. He can get to the basket. He actually got better at getting to the basket. He got the mid range. He got the three. His defense, whatever. But I think Kuzma is the guy that really needs to step up. He could be the X factor. You know what I mean? If he's on, he's focused. Just embrace the 6-man role. Listen, you're not going to start on this team because AD don't want to play the 5. Now, if AD plays the 5, I feel like the Lakers will win it all. Will win it all easily. You know what I'm saying? AD just wants to play the 5, but he don't.
Well,
Kuzma has to step up. He has to step up. Like this time right here. I think that if he don't step up, if anybody should go, it should be him.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a make or break here for Kuzma. But my boy JT has a question for you, Daniel. Best moment with runner test / Miller World Peace.
I'll give a all right, best moment. I'll tell you what, growing up, we used to play more flag football than basketball. So that was fun. Just growing up in the house with him. It was cool. Just just seeing his rise, seeing his grind and his hard work, playing basketball everywhere and stuff like that. It was cool. It was fun. As far as like the best basketball moment I had when I dunked on him, in Indiana and stuff like that, that was the best moment.
Tell us about that if you could. I'm curious, man. I want to hear how you think.
All right. So basically, when Ron got suspended, I basically put everything my life on hold so I can go help him get back from that brawl he was going for a year. So I went out to Indiana. I lived out there. I stayed with him and stuff like that. We was working out every day. Working out with James Jones, who's the president of the Phoenix Suns right now.
Okay.
Working out with him. Working out with Fred Jones. Working out with just like other bench players. Working out with other bench players, and we was doing some move where we doing like a little pick and roll drill, and I came off the pick. And then I just went up and he jumped and rest was history and stuff.
Nice.
That's my fun moments getting him.
Was he like, I don't know.
I yelled in his face. Yes, I yelled in his face. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peace, everybody. You now tuned in to Access.
Yeah, sorry about that. My brother had a question. Dirk or KG?
I'm going with. You know what? I'm gonna go with Dirk. I'm not going with KG. KG better play, but I'm going with Dirk because KG was too loyal. He knew he should have left Minnesota. A player like him was supposed to have at least 3, 4, maybe 5 rings. He only left with 1 because he wants to be loyal. He spent 12 years in a losing situation. You know what I mean? In Minnesota, that's just crazy. He should have went to the Lakers when Kobe and him was having those issues with the Lakers. He should have went to the Lakers right then and there. Kobe would have had another player just as dedicated, probably more dedicated to him at this game. You know what I'm saying? They like KG probably would have left with 5 rings. Maybe Kobe had 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been crazy. But Kevin Garnett turned it down.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. For me, I would take let's talk about KG. I love his passion. His energy, his hustle, his tenacity. He'll get in your face, yell, hit himself in the face. Remember that one where every time somebody tries to shoot after a foul, Garnett would like swat it.
Yeah.
He'll do that.
People do that.
Yeah.
Now.
And a lot of players still do that. Like they try to make layups, and then people try to block the shot before it goes in the hoop. But yeah, man, it's appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, man, and just want to thank everybody from JT. Thanks for coming on, bro.
No problem. Thanks for having me here, bro.
Thanks Daniel Artest for coming on, man.
But the best moment is this, though.
You got what's up?
To finish that answer, this is the best moment, though, y'all.
Oh, yep.
That's the best moment.
Hey, look. Hey, if I can, I know I didn't get asked the question, but when he hit that 3, hey, and then he said Kobe wanted me to pass it or something, but he's like, I'm shooting this shot, and he hit that 3. Oh man.
Well, I like the post game interview too.
Nice. Yeah, exactly.
When Ryan hit the 3,
yeah,
I found Ray Allen's mom's and was like, I went like this to her.
Nice, yo, I was going crazy. I was
hope they relive that again. I would love to see the Lakers win a championship again. It's been too long, 2 years. And I want to see LeBron. I want to see LeBron, quiet the doubters again a little
Yeah,
bit.
me
You know,
too. And even though I'm hard on him, I want him to prove me wrong and shut me up.
Yeah, I would love that, man.
let's get it, LeBron. Listen,
Hey, I
LeBron.
tell y'all what.
It's a
Hey,
great
if the
feeling.
Lakers win a championship,
I'm doing my own championship celebration on this show. I'm gonna bring everybody on and we're gonna go crazy.
we
I'm
need
gonna
to
bring.
all
I'm gonna
come
be drinking.
together. I'm gonna be drinking
Yeah,
champagne.
me too. I'm gonna drink champagne. You're gonna see me lit. You feel me?
I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, but I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna be a nice
Come
celebration.
on, LeBron. Go get one of these, LeBron. It matters more.
Yeah.
Get one of these, LeBron.
And the crazy
Free
thing
in
was, Daniel, about that Game 7, a Celtic fan lived down the street from me. And I ran to his house, knocked on his door. He was like, "Get off my lawn." And I was like, "Nope, Laker Nation." You feel me? But yeah, shout out to Daniel Artest for this bigger than basketball T-shirt. So Daniel Artest, where can they find this T-shirt at?
Just DM me. You know what I mean? And I actually got more shirts to make and stuff. I'm making new designs and everything. I'm learning how to do graphic designs more. So I made some fire designs. I'm actually putting them on the website late tonight. So just DM me, everybody. Daniel Artest Pod on Instagram and Twitter. If you're not in my group, join my Facebook group, Daniel Artest Podcast, please. My Facebook group, 2,700 members in there. We talk basketball all the time, really dope content and stuff like that. And also, subscribe to the Daniel Artest Podcast and everything. LeBron, come get one of these pictures, man.
You already know, but just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you guys click the link in my description to get some Big Baby Jonathan merch. Use promo code BigBaby24. Get 15% off. And so much more, man. But we got one more question.
Before you go, let me say one thing. Let me congratulate you, though, Big Baby Jonathan. Let me show you love real quick. Yo, listen, you worked very hard at what you were doing. You know what I'm saying? From day one of your podcast to today, since we actually link up together and stuff, and you know what I mean, I'll be telling you how to do things and stuff like that. Like, look, I see the growth, and I know that you told me what you told me on the DMs before when you hit me up. And you was like, somebody said such and such and such. Fuck it. Hey, listen, you're doing your numbers right now. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you, man. And we just gonna keep growing as a team and everything like that, brother. Like, for real, like, you know what I mean? Like, just keep striving. And then when people tell you no, just always get better. And then they'll say yeah eventually. And then all your haters will do this later, and they'll be like this. Yo, I always rooted for you, John, even though they didn't. Trust me. I went through the same thing.
I always take this quote from my favorite rapper, Nipsey Hussle: "Marathon continues."
Facts.
Marathon continues, and Nipsey Hussle helped me. Kobe, with his knowledge and wisdom. And just want to thank you too, Daniel, just for showing me the ropes when I have trouble with the audio. You helped me with that. Also, just want to appreciate you for.
I'm surprised somebody asked me no Kobe stories.
No.
Since, I was around. I'm just surprised, but maybe we can do that for next show.
Yeah, we'll do that for next show. Maybe we can do this a weekly thing. Every Sunday we can get Gerald, JT. We can talk. I'll DM you guys and see what's good for next week.
Definitely.
But yeah, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. And once we win this championship, people are gonna be quiet. But I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll talk soon, Laker Nation. Peace out.
Peace out. Let's go, Brian. Bring it home. Come on, man.